Guys, Maritime Spook here, and just something I want to show you guys, and just kind of give a shout out, as well as just say thank you to a really good friend of mine on YouTube, my buddy Chris Collier from over on Prince Edward Island. Guys, if you're sub to me, you may remember me talking about him once in a while, and he made me some super awesome ferrocerium rods. And if you want some of those made, I cannot figure out for the life of me to leave a link with the phone that I use to upload my videos with, guys, but I will write in the description his name, and it's his channel's name, called Chris Collier, the same as his name. So before I get into anything else, into this stuff here, run over there and subscribe to him after you're done this video. He's a super generous guy. He's funny as all get up. If you like liquor, he's doing a lot of liquor reviews, knife stuff, gear. You know, he's out having, bush dinners and stuff. I just really enjoy watching his channel. He's got some really cool animals over there. He's got Ben, Jeff, Dave, the whole crew over there. And, I hope to someday sit down and have a cup of coffee with him and just talk. You know what I mean? And hopefully in Nova Scotia, Chris, when that's going on this year for that get-together, we'll get to meet up and, sit and have a brew there. So... but the point of this video, guys, is to give Chris a shout out and to also show some of the stuff that he sent me, guys. This was in a package today, and if you follow his channel, if you already have, you would have seen that he unboxed a thing and it's one of his last videos of mine that I sent him as a special edition 1 of 200 Kershaw Skyline, and you can't get them anymore. That was the last run of them, and they don't have them anymore. And also a kind of rare CRKT roll-lock knife, and just a couple kind of rare knives, and a leather sort of change purse thing that I was assured by a Chinaman that it was handmade. So we'll go from there on that. But it was a beautifully made thing, and the guy swore up and down it was handmade, and it was the only place you could get them was from him. So anyway, I sent that to Chris, but every time I send him something, guys, whether it's the monetary value or not, because those Kershaws are, for one, impossible to get, and for two, decently expensive. But the thing being is I wanted him to have a very good EDC knife. I sent him his other current EDC knife he's been carrying, his Kizlar Biker Z, or Kizlar Supreme Biker Z, and I just wanted to have something really quality in our trade, so because I always know he does stuff like this. Now, anything cool you've ever seen that I have, guys, Chris has probably sent it to me. Especially any clips or, carabiners or anything like this here. I mean, I've got a few of these. I love these little clips, guys, and this is stuff that came from Chris. So anything like you see like that in my kit that you see that might have a cool little carabiner or something, that's probably came from him. But anyway, guys, without babbling for too long, I just want to say thank you very much, Chris, and thank you for all this stuff. We'll get into a couple of things. You can see this and pause it and probably see what a lot of the stuff is, but I'll just explain sort of as quick as I can what some of the stuff is. And, just say thanks again, Chris. And like I said, because of you doing this, I sent you those knives, but I'm going to send you another package coming up this week of a couple other odds and ends that I should have stuck in the bag on its own, but just thanks a lot, man. Anyway, what the whole trade was about, before I get into it, I only wanted this. I was gonna send him the knife, send him a couple knives and the changed leather purse, not a purse, but leather change thing, and like I said, it was basically just for this. And I mean, if he threw in some other odds and ends, that would have been fine. If he hadn't them, that would have been fine too. And what this is, guys, is a sheath for a small Bic lighter, and it's got a ferrocerium rod attached to it. And why I like this is because I watched a video on survival tactics and some stuff a while ago, and a guy kind of said a funny thing. He said everybody loves ferrocerium rods, and he said he carries one every day in his pocket. But anybody that actually goes in the woods and knows a thing or two about surviving out there will carry a Bic lighter, because it's just so much easier, and it's, it might take the romance out of lighting the fire, but you should always have a Bic lighter, because if it's full, you can dry it out and just, there's a million good uses and good reasons to carry it. So I'd seen a few videos where people had them on the lanyards, and I don't know how to make Kydex. I don't have any. I may get into that eventually, but he had got this from a guy, Frog Tax Gear Sanctuary, and it's very nicely made, and I just fell in love with it because it's exactly what I was looking for. And so I said I wanted to trade him. So he said okay. So this was all I was expecting, guys. So you can imagine expecting this, and then you get all this. That wood's not with it. but everything else. But he did send some wood because he sent some nice fat wood. But we're just gonna quickly go over all this stuff here, guys. Quickly, I got a whistle and some carabiners, and I think these have a fire steel in them. This has a whistle on it. This is like a little pry tool, which is awesome. I'll put that on my keychain. This bag also with all the stuff came in it. P38 John Wayne can opener. These are awesome. They'll open any can, and you can actually use these to pry on stuff. And I heard of these actually being used as a weapon, as crazy as that is, in a couple different military theaters. So that's kind of crazy, but I wouldn't want to get attacked by that can opener. Sent me some of these accoutrements here. Like I said, any carabiner or any little hook like this usually came from him. I have no idea what this is, but it's ceramic, so I assume it's a sharpening type idea. So I'll have to ask Chris about that. He sent some of these match containers that are awesome, and they've got some waterproof for some kind of matches in them. He sent some of these needles, all-purpose needles, which he sent one of these before, and it's absolutely perfect for leather and stuff like that. A finger knife, which is something I imagine that will go in your wallet, and you can use. A hole, everything you need, and instructions on how to tie knots. And he'd sent me another little square thing that I put in my bag that tells you how to tie the knots, and I assume this is all the kit, which is going to come in handy for a number of reasons, but not one being is that my girlfriend's dad, which we're going to visit later today, he is like a knot tying like guru, so he'll think that's really neat. This thing here he sent has a hacksaw blade and a razor blade, and this is the clip I believe that goes to that, so you can put it as a pocket clip. A little shiv knife. I have another one he sent me before, and they need a sharpening, but once you sharpen them, these are excellent for opening boxes and, you know, having that sort of a last ditch sort of you know, defensive knife. And that's brand new in the package as well, and that comes with like a little lanyard and stuff. Just awesome. Some fat wood, can't go wrong with having fat wood, guys. Lighter, bro. Funny story between on this is my dad kind of confiscated the one that I had. Chris had sent me before, so I ended up with this, and I'm very happy about that. And here's the pocket clip that goes to it, and the sticker that came with it. He sent me all these MREs, guys. I'm not going to get into what of them are, but we're going to do a video on these sometime. And there's like Italian bread and stuff like that. The whole MRE itself. Sent me this stainless steel Shoutout cup, which I was looking into because I don't have one of these. And I really wanted a little cup like this just to throw in my pack and go with my little ember lit type stove that I have, and just be perfect. So that was awesome. This light he sent as well, and I actually have this same light, and I have the rechargeable battery and attachment that goes with it, so I can actually put my rechargeable battery in this one too. And so I'll be able to run, you know, when one's dead, I can charge the other, sort of thing. So I'll have two of these going at all times. And these are great light, guys. They're really tough, and they have a telescopic beam. That green thing makes the beam go bigger or smaller. And did I miss anything? I probably did. The bag as well that everything came in is right here behind this. So, like I said, guys, for one, Chris, thank you very much. And for two, expect another package because you outdid me again, you know. And I don't care if, you know, the Skyline's an expensive knife and, you know, some of this stuff maybe only be a couple dollars, but it's just the point of how awesome this stuff is and how much it's going to come in handy. That counts more to me than any amount of monetary value. So, expect another package, buddy. And everybody that's on my channel, like I said, take a scoot over to Chris's channel and, you know, just hit him up, subscribe, like, share his videos. You know, if you're a woman, you know, show him your boobies, do whatever you got to do. Just go over to his channel and check him out. And he's just a really super guy, and much respect from me to him as him being a veteran, and I just really appreciate him. And so anyway, guys, Maritime Spook signing out. Expect as usual knife stuff here coming up soon. I just wanted to give Chris credit where credit was due, because he's just a good guy and a good friend from YouTube. So anyway, guys, check out Chris Collier's channel. I would put a link, but I cannot figure out how to do it, so I'm just going to write in the description box. And his channel's easy. Just go and type in Chris Collier, and it will pop right up. And go over to his channel, give him a subscription, and you know, give him some likes. You're gonna enjoy, you know, what you see there anyway. So thanks a lot, Chris, and it's Maritime Spook signing out. Keep your stick on the ice from the Bay of Fundy. Take her easy, guys. give you another little shot of some of this stuff again. But it's just some awesome kit. Thanks a lot, man.